Morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Heard the volume that time, but not the speed. Alrighty. How y'all doing? Quick look. So it says day 6 on the, I literally just checked it. So I think today is day 7. So I'm pretty sure I'll get the emails tonight or Monday, or maybe they'll send it Monday. I don't know how they do it. I think they send it the night that it's there, which would be kind of messed up if it's on a Friday, because then they only give you the weekend to kind of fund it. I feel like that it should be like a trading days type of thing. Yeah, I actually just rotated that one right when I sat down. It was just right here. Meant to hit. For some reason, oh, there it is. I was like, for some reason it's not showing up. I just don't know how I can make this any more visible for you guys unless I make it smaller on like a smaller portion of the screen. But even then, like, I don't know. I don't know how to make it more visible. I can make it bigger like this. But even then, like, I mean, I don't know. What is that off? Didn't move this, did I? This is going to be for testing purposes only. Say bet on it being, I don't know, it feels like it wants to try to go lower. I need to do something because I want to test it real quick. I think it's going to try to hold. All right. It's just one contract M and Q, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. All right, so bottom. Let's go. 40. All right, be good. Look at that. It made a little bit more. All right. Back over to. Over. Oh. Yeah, I was just testing the P&L on my screen. It looked off, which it was. I don't know why that changed. I guess I don't really need like the sidebar over here. Could make it a little bigger without that. I just figured having that, I can always see like what buttons I'm hitting, kind of, because that's kind of the whole reason I used to record back in the day anyway. It was just to have a recording of myself trading, not really focused on the people watching me. I got about 3 minutes here. Don't really think I'm gonna mess with the options too much today. I think I'd rather see what the overall market does going into the weekend. I don't really want to guess All right, got about 45 seconds, then we'll hear that loud, obnoxious bell. Actually, I don't have Thinkorswim open, so might not actually hear it today. The heck is this? Oh, I was like, what? All right. Should probably switch back. I mean, I knew there wasn't going to be a setup right away, so I wasn't necessarily in a rush. I should still have it up though. While we let the market decide what it wants to do for the first 5 minutes, I'm just going to take a quick look at some of the possible options. Just want to kind of see where they're at. I think everything kind of opened up down. Like some of the stuff's like right at the red to green. Everything's not down by too much. Tesla's actually down quite a bit. I watched the delivery event last night, and I mean, I thought it was fine. It was boring, but it's Elon hosting something. He's not exactly the best host. I also noticed Riley took another pretty big dump going into the close yesterday. Interesting. This thing might actually make it down there to 1450. Does it do it by end of today? I don't know, but this is exactly what I was talking about. I took it off for $5. So I right now I'd be risking the full 25 that I had on for that put if it got down to 1450 by the end of the day. But when it made this move up yesterday, I took it off and paid $5. So I made 20 out of the 25, and I didn't have to worry about this. CRSP. Whoa. Nice, man. Look at that drop. Hell yeah. Good shit, man. How much you make on something like that? I was actually thinking about YOLOing my Weeble stuff, but I'll probably just let it sit. So the implied volatility on Tesla stuff is pretty insane. So 240 by the end of day. Sell a credit spread. I can't. So I would normally maybe think about doing something like this. The risk or reward is not really great, but I mean, up at Tesla back to 240 today doesn't really seem likely. But I have so much to do today that I can't be doing something like that. Ooh, big drop on the market here. 100% going to be looking for an entry. These are the drops that I'm looking for. Look at this thing. Can't imagine what this looks like on the... I keep forgetting which button gets rid of just there. Look at this. Going right back down into yesterday's lows. I say we're probably going to get some kind of bounce down in this area. I want to keep that on the chart so I can see it. 50%? Hell yeah, man. Nice. Don't really want to get in on the break of this candle. I would love to see this push down through the lows of yesterday. We might actually get some craziness if that were to happen, but I really don't see us not trying to bounce here a little bit. I thought I changed this. So many different yellows. Set this default. It's because I was clicked on. Yeah, if we get through this from yesterday, oh, you guys can't really see it. If we get through this from yesterday, I'd be in for some interesting movement to the downside. Yeah, see, I mean, I wouldn't have been able to take that anyway. To be honest, if we bounce all the way back up to this support area, put in a bar like reverse wise, I have a pretty clear stop area. This could be something I'd be looking to short. A bounce into the resistance, small candle next to it, and then start to fall. It's definitely something I'd be interested in. I would definitely need to see this. Really hoping this would finish a little higher if it's going to do what I'm hoping. Like that. Now we want a small candle here. Just a back and forth, but stay under. And we look for the break of this candle. Back down. That would be an entry. Obviously, if it continues up, there's no trade. Market definitely liked this area. Didn't want to... Big buy zone there. Market going down. Psych! Back to the highs we go. I mean, that's what the market's been doing literally for the last month. It's been bought up every time. Remember how I was laughing yesterday? Let's go to the daily real quick. Remember I was laughing at this? About... it's not going to be easy to see on here. Let me just go over to... So remember when I said the last time we had that big red stuff candle? Remember this? And then the very next day, we went right up and broke it and did that. Well, guess what? We didn't go up and break it, but it did the exact same thing. Big stuff candle and got bought right back up. I mean, it's insane. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. But I'm gonna tell you right now, with all the people that were stuck in it from here, that are possibly still stuck in this, just waiting, and then they all added to their positions on one of these last 2 days, and by the end of the day, that squeeze it had higher. If we somehow get up through here, up through 460, I honestly think by end of year, like if we do that type of move right now, we're going to end up at all-time highs by the end of the year. Like SPY all-time highs. And I'm wondering if that is a political motive. I wonder if there's some motivation. Hey, we're at all-time highs. You should keep me as president. Like, something is going on. Something is going on. You obviously, going into a presidential election, can't have the market crashing. Coming down under 400 again. Like, it just doesn't look good. So get J-Pal out, print that money, and here we are a month later in a historic move. It's not natural. It's not natural. It's always about the bigger picture. If something doesn't look right, zoom out. Zoom out. I'm not I'm not big into conspiracy theories. And I'm not even saying this is a conspiracy theory. To me, it looks pretty plain as day. But what do I know? I'm just some guy that's trying to make it. Oh, I did want to go look at the opening trade. This candle? No, it's this candle. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch it somehow. Obviously not looking for a trade anywhere in here. It's unfortunate because that was a really nice drop. Would have been perfect had we got a drop further into the zone and then a small candle to come back up, but it's not what happened. I feel like that's not the right candle. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought that candle went lower. Which one of you degens bought an account this morning? Saw it. Saw it. Where is everybody this morning? Friday vibes? Is the music too loud for you guys? I feel like I do have it a little louder today. I should turn that little rant that I just had with you, Froggo, into a short. What do you think? You want to be my YouTube manager? Good. No, yeah, I don't want you guys to be able to hear it like that much. I have it turned down. I just wanted to make sure you guys couldn't like overly hear it. It's meant to be more of like a background type sound. Just so like if I go quiet, there's something, you know? Kind of want to start peeking around a little bit too. 'Cause now that I'm trading like this, I realize that I don't necessarily like need volatility. I just need, well, I need the volatility to get the move in one direction like this. But as far as getting into a trade, I don't need to necessarily like, I don't need the liquidity, I guess is the better term. Still need the volatility. Because I'm still looking for big candle, little candle, and then entry. So it doesn't really matter what I'm watching. But like the MES is going to obviously react the same as the ES, so I don't need to have both of those. Gold is actually kind of sort of setting up. I kind of like this area here that we're in. This little possible resistance area. Oops. It would fall in here. So we could form a small candle here, not too big. Maybe kind of go sideways for the next 5 minutes, and then maybe a break of that candle. Could be a possible trade here on GC. Guess I don't really need my alerts log anymore, huh? Copy trader I'll still need. I think it needs to be that big. That's too big of a candle. Like, I don't even know what are the other major symbols, commodities. That's what I was looking for. What are the most liquid futures? CL, crude oil. Um, 5-year T notes, ZF. Gold, got that one. Euro FX, I don't know what that is, not gonna mess with it. 30-year T-bonds, ZB. The Japanese yen, interesting. Lean hogs, yeah, I actually, so one guy was talking about that earlier. Apparently, it must be pretty volatile. Let's see. Oh wow, yeah, look at that move. I don't think I would have gotten in. If I did, I would have got faked out. I don't like that. This chart doesn't look very clean. That's the other thing, like trading all these other ones, it's going to be kind of a change because it's going to be different as far as the contracts go. Gold made its way back up into that zone that we drew. I don't think I need it to be so high. Okay, too high. JPX apparently is a good one. It's not even. I don't think we have access to that one. ES, ZN, crude oil, ZF, GC, 6E, Euro FX. Simply the Euro futures are part of the currency futures. I don't know. It can't hurt to have it up. 6E. ZB, we added that one. 6J, there's the 6J. ZT and GE, Euro dollars. This one isn't as definitive. GE, Euro dollar, Euro. I don't see anyone that says front month. I'm just going to leave that one off. All right. Well, if we can go sideways for the next 5 minutes, it could have an entry here on gold. I could definitely see myself taking an entry on the break of this candle, risking the top there. Let's go this way. And nothing. Ooh. Does this always look like this? Wow, it actually can make some pretty decent moves. Right? I'll leave it up just in case. I mean, I don't see myself ever trading that, but nothing setting up, nothing setting up, nothing setting up. Okay. 6E. What is this one? This is the Euro FX. So is this just like kind of trading their currency essentially? This is how much more it is than our dollar, basically. I'm assuming. So for every dollar US, you would get $1.850 of this be the pound? I don't really know. Euro US dollar futures contract offers traders an attractive futures contract to gain exposure to the 27 nation single currency. The contracts in the Euro US dollar are extremely liquid. So right now we got possible GC trade and possible Euro dollar trade. I don't like this one as much though. I don't really like the extension, but it's a pretty big move to the downside. So I wouldn't be opposed to trying it on the break of a previous candle, looking for the move back up. Gold as well. We're in a pretty decent resistance area. No. Going too early, gold. Making my stop larger than I want it to be. That's the other thing too, like on gold, I wouldn't know how many contracts to start with. I guess that's going to be kind of test and play. It's gonna blow my ears, I know it. It sounds off. Oh, I've seen this. It's the one where the three guys go to the urinal and one is Toyota. What the heck just happened here? What is this? Does this happen a lot in gold? It is 10 o'clock. There's news. Let's go to the NQ. What is going on? Forgot. There's... Oh, is this the PAL talking? Oh, it's the manufacturing PMI. Forgot about that. PAL talks at 11. And again at 2, apparently. Didn't really do anything for the NQ. Did more for gold. Glad we didn't, I'm glad we didn't get an entry there. That would have been my luck. I wasn't even paying attention to it. See if anything else is reacting off of this. YM, yes, but no entry. What is this? 6J? Is this the yen or whatever? This is quite the move. This is also making quite the move. Uh-oh. Check on David. Doesn't look like he got in. He just was trying to put an order out. Okay, good. Let's see. HE, nothing. ES, a little bit of a spike. NQ, trying to go higher. Just insane. It does. Oh, look at this. We missed it. We missed it. I don't know. I think that all happened like at... Well, it did, right? Because this candle started at 10, and that's when everything started going crazy. So we wouldn't have probably been in that anyway. But that's what I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for a big move down, a small candle on the bottom, and then a break of that candle to head back up. I mean, GC was about to do it to the downside, right? Pretty big move up, smaller candle, and on the break of that would have been an entry. But thankfully, right at 10 o'clock, whatever happened, because it saved us from being in something. Guess we can... I want to kind of leave this here because it might be trying to get used as support. Line there, just that's where the high that I see. Oh wow, that's just a gap. No wonder I couldn't see it. I thought the chart ended there. It's just it's a gap. Quite the move here out of gold. Definitely be looking for an entry here. See if anything else is possibly setting up. Gonna have to reload all the charts. I mean, YM, or what is it, CL? Crude oil? Let's see where we could go. Crude oil. Decent area here. We're like way up here. Too much there. This area looks a lot better. Sure, all those two to have them on the chart. That one keeps pushing. YM. Liking YM too. This just looks like it's like at all-time highs or something. Don't really have anything to go off. Looking immediately left. Go to the daily real quick just to take a look. Yeah, it's like is this all-time highs for YM? Interesting. 5 minute. Definitely be looking for a similar setup here on YM. They're all kind of setting up here, or trying to. This as well. Got about 5 seconds here to the next, or 25 seconds to the next 5 minute candle, which we're going to need that next candle anyway to find an entry because all these went straight up. HE, those hogs didn't do anything. ES, pretty good move. NQ. Yeah, nothing setting up on the NQ for us. Same with that one. So back to gold. So ideally, we would like a smaller candle here. Obviously, half the previous candle is not what we're looking for. The idea of the strat is to have your stop fairly close. So if it's not like, if this candle stopped here, right, and then we were looking for the break, our stop would have to be all the way up here. It just doesn't make any sense. See, those aren't setting up. GC. Yeah, I mean, look at this. So even if we wanted to get in this now, we'd have to wait for this candle to stop. We'd have to wait for the next candle to come down and break this candle, which is going to go even lower now. I mean, the strategy is not meant for this type of move. Scroll through real quick. The oil's still kind of up there. Okay. The crude oil's not out of the question. I wonder, you know what? Let me drag. Yeah, okay. I can drag them on the watch list in like the order that I like them at the current moment. Well, yeah, it's kind of a good idea, actually. Or just drag the ones I'm interested in to the top. NQ just all over the place. Still red on the day. It actually went up and poked through. Came right back down. There's nothing there. Crude oil. Let's just kind of go back and take a look at all the other times this has happened. Looking for a more... Yeah, I mean, could have got in here, small little push, but then it ultimately failed. Would have got stopped out depending on where the stop was. Didn't cross there. Decent move here, breaks. Breaks goes higher. Look at all this. That's 2 fake outs in a row I've already found. Alright, here we go. I wonder how this candle formed. Because this one actually looks like it would have worked. Had this came down first, and then up, your stop would have been under this candle with an entry here, and then there was this crazy wiki candle, but it ended up working. You wouldn't have gotten out until here, so decent little move. Another pretty decent move here. Entry, this one would have worked fine. Nice little dip. Would have had to get out on the break of this candle on here, so wouldn't really have been a big win. Too big of a candle. This one's nice and clean. And these are the ones we're looking for. So big move down, small candle, get in. Again, look at the fake outs on this. It loves to just go that little bit lower, it seems, and then work. I'd have to remember that. This one worked fairly well. Not a huge move back up. I'm noticing that about gold. It doesn't look very trendy. Like when it has a big move, it has a big move, but then the move back up is not that great. Like even here, if for some reason you got in here, you're in the trade, but you're out of the trade basically at the same spot, and then it rips up. This one, you got in, it faked you out. This one actually worked okay. I don't know. I don't really like how it's looking on gold. Doesn't seem to work too well. Yeah, I mean, look, every time it does it, it just kind of, it's almost like too trendy, right? It's not reversing a lot. Like whichever way the trend's going, it kind of just follows it. Or what I'm saying is like whichever way that big move was. But then again, I say that and then you get ones like this. And that's the other thing. Like, how do you avoid, you can't avoid getting stopped out here. It's just not possible, right? Like you get in, it looks like it's going to roll over. So you get out for your take profit, which is a decent move, but then it just does that. Like, how do you stay in that move, you know? It's pretty hard, especially after such a straight up move. Unless you're just that convinced. I mean, to stay in that move, you'd have to risk all the way back down. I mean, maybe you could look at a previous resistance area instead, but I feel like a lot of times those get retested, which then you would want to put it below this candle, which is under the resistance area, and then it's essentially a break-even trade after it went all the way up there. I don't know if I'm liking gold. It seems very fakey. So this trade's a lot more technical, I feel. We totally could be in this trade. I don't know. This stop is so far away, man. I don't think I would have been in that trade anyway. Same with this one. I mean, just look how far away that stop is. It's all look the same. Yeah, they're all the same. It's just the stop's just too far away. It's also hard to trust the candles flipping charts because I've noticed that they change. I don't understand that at all. Like, look, this one's just straight up missing. Well, this one actually would have been good, but this happened at 10, right? Yeah, this is the one that shot straight up. The only one I'm kind of interested in here is crude oil. Dump there on YM. I just realized I think crude oil is the one I was talking about, not gold. My stomach is growling at me, I think because it knows that I plan to not eat until dinner. You ever just wake up one day and you know that you have like a plan set in motion and it's just a matter of following through with it? Those days where I'm like, I know I'm going to be eating a heavy dinner, so I don't eat the rest of the day. It's like my body is like, fuck you. It just knows. Like, you're not going to feed me until dinner? Should we get faked out here? Didn't quite pop up enough. Is this going to go straight down? $5M? I don't even have that one. You gotta be kidding me, man. I was ready to hit the button, but I was seeing if it wanted to break. Because on the NQ, a lot of times you'll get like it'll test, it'll go back in, and then it'll go again. And that's when I've been hitting it. But this one just went straight through and didn't look back. Missed that one. What is 5M? Let's see a 5M when I search. It's frustrating. Oh, 5 minute. Gotcha. Oh, market NQ's coming back down into that supply zone. So much yellow on the chart right now. But these are all key areas on the daily, so I'm gonna leave them. This I can get rid of this one and this one because I'm just using the zone there. Can also probably make this a little smaller if I wanted to. How do you tell when you're in trades the net profit? Because when I exit, it seems the commissions swallow up the profit and I end up in a loss. Do we look at RTrader or Quantower? You can, if you're in Quantower, you can look at your balance. Your balance is always going to be after commissions. Your total profit loss in Quantower, though, is before commissions. So you would have to look in RTrader Pro to see like all the information. There's a box in RTrader Pro. It's called Performance. It's on the left side. If you click it, it's the second row down. And that will show you everything. It'll show you the trade P&L, the commissions, and then your net P&L. Can't take it out. Drag this over. Show you. You see this box down here? It has everything in there. For performance, yes. I don't know if it does live. For the live P&L, you'd have to look at it on Quantower. I don't know. I've never actually looked over. I think the account balance in the trader dashboard works for RTrader Pro, which is, I was looking. Trader dashboard is 4th row down on the right. The crude oil bounce. Oh, I feel like an idiot on this one. Should have just jumped in. Would have been a little bit of a chase, but would have been better than missing the trade. Yeah, on Quantower, you can see. So I put it on my screen as well. See where it says side quantity gross P&L right next to my webcam. That's feeding from Quantower. Ugh, brutal. That was my trade right there. Blah. Didn't click it. These candles, man, that's gonna get on my nerves. Could probably change this to like 6 months. It doesn't, or even 3 months. It'd be quicker. Wonder if that's part of why it's doing that. Gold bounced right off that area, right back up to the highs. Fake out here. I don't even know what this is, to be honest, and I don't really like it. I don't like how the chart looks anyway. I would have been. Oh well, no, the candle was here, so it didn't even make it back there anyway. Drop there. Where do you guys think the market's gonna go today? You think we're gonna head back green? I don't know, but it sure seems like they're trying to hold it up. Even though it almost feels like it doesn't want to be held up, but it's being held up. It's so annoying. Big oof here. Should have been in this trade. All right. Gold with a big move up there. See if David found anything yet today. Nope. Typical. Take a max loss day and then the next day you can't find anything. You know that feeling. Like all you want to do is trade and the market's like, nah, not today, buddy. I'm going to put it on red like casino style. Looks like it's going to go down. Yeah. I really don't understand how it could go up, but I've been saying that for the last 2 weeks. I actually feel kind of bad because I thought, being the methodical, amazing trader that I am, right here, this down candle, it's probably not going to matter in the long run, but I actually took out half of my kids' positions in their custodial accounts because it just felt like this was going to be a top and we were going to actually have a pretty big run down. And I've just been waiting to start putting it back in on the way down. I was going to start slowly adding it back in, but here we are, just continuing higher. I told Amanda, I was like, if for some reason this never pulls back, I'm going to personally owe them some money. I'd have to do the math. I'll never forget this move, obviously, so I could go back and do the math when they're 21 and figure out how much I owe them based off of how many shares I took out. I mean, it was, right now it's probably like $300-400 a piece. So, I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Unless we just go straight up from here, and then it could be a big deal. So go into previous high in the daily chart and then go back to the low. That's what I say. It's doing the same thing it did down here. Like, oh, all right, runs over. Bloop, kidding. Here we go. Hang on. Keep hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. Is it though? I was actually just looking at that. Like if you look at the oh wow. Wait. That's no. Okay. I was like the volume bar's hiding. You can't see it. I don't think I can drag it up either. Actually, I probably can. Let's see. Oh yeah. That huge RSI screen. No, it's hiding underneath of this thing. But the volume was going down. But yeah, now these last couple days came back. But look at all that volume. A lot of that was at the end of the day. But if we can break these lows from yesterday and then break this daily bar, let's see if we can zoom out a bit here. Do I not have it going back any further? So that one is, that's all of this from back here, which then enters into that big gap that we had. That's a pretty big area. Just see if anything else is setting up. Oh, man, this sucks to look at. We'd still be in this trade. There'd be no reason to be out of it. This one, the stop was too far away. This one, I think it was probably the same. Yeah, I remember that was a big spike. Really like the way that these are setting up. Keep our eyes on this for now. we still got to get to the bottom here to get through completely. We'd actually would be past this eval essentially if I would have just traded it correctly the other day. It's so frustrating. Is my fish tank flickering for you guys as well? So I could just look on the stream. It doesn't appear. Oh wait, I'm not. Yeah, it does. This is the FPS or whatever. Oh, here we go. I would 100% expect a bounce around this area. But if it goes through, watch out. See what else, see what everything else is doing here. Oh, we about to get stopped? Oh no, our stop would be up here. Ryan's trading like a madman today. Nothing else is setting up. Thought YM might be, but no. ES could be, maybe. Same deal. Like, why does it mess the candles up like that? It's so frustrating. Bought right up off the bottom again. Scroll out, you can see what we're this whole zone here. Oh, David got Cosm. Let's take a look. I hit live and he didn't get filled. Is that delayed? Oh yeah, it was delayed. See, Justin, that's exactly what we were talking about last night. Dealing with that for weeks. Where they're like, they say a ticker, they get in, dollar, and you're like, you were waiting for that little bit more. Freaking weighs on you, man. It's just insane, man. This is just insane. Like, how do you trade this? Just blindly believe in the levels? I mean, it's all you can do. Like, it's not giving you any setups. It's just straight up and straight down. You can't trade that. Oh, we would have got stopped out. Crude oil there. I don't know how much you would make on something like that, but pretty decent move. Would have gave back a little bit. But the realization I came to yesterday is when we're in a trade, we have to remember. I have to remember. I don't know why I always say we. It's because I feel like you guys are along for the journey. But I have to remember that I'm only making as much as the previous candle break. So like if I was in this trade and my stop was here, I have to remember that that's what I'm risking. And I just have to be okay with it. Because it all goes back to that trade right here. Where had we respected the rules, we wouldn't have got out of that thing until all the way down here. Our stop would have been here. That was a huge amount that we left on the table there. Is that always going to happen? No. A lot of our trades are going to end up like this and like these. So, but getting those big trades, not ever really risking that much, is going to more than make up for the ones like this. You try to perfectly predict when to get out every single time. All it takes is that one time that it proves you very wrong, that you would have made all that plus some. And I just have to keep telling myself that. And sometimes you're going to get an awesome exit based off of a really small candle. So you actually end up making almost the maximum. Absolutely insane. Just insane.
Myself by turning into stone. So save your judgment cause you just don't know. But some things never change, never change. Oh, they say I should feel guilty and change my ways, leaving crumpled bodies in my wake. Swear I didn't mean to make them break, swear I didn't mean to make them break. But they're so delicate and so mundane, and they keep coming like a moth to
Yeah, I got nothing really setting up at all. I was hoping we got that big push down. I thought we might get a setup on the NQ, but nope. I was hoping there was one that it told you what it was. Expiration date. It's kind of cool. These are all actually expiring in the next couple weeks, except for ZB. I wonder, since I'm set on front month, it should just change by itself. Strike price exchange. I don't think that's the one I'm looking for either. This side. Yeah, I guess you can't. Description. That's the. Yeah, I don't know. Big dump there on crude oil after that. Sorry, Zishan. Starting to look like I might not get any trades today. I gotta get off here in about 10 minutes or so. Excuse me. Yeah, it's not looking like anything's setting up. Six E, maybe. Your claw donut. It's a good question. What's your favorite morning pastry? Be a donut. It could be pancakes. It could be cupcakes, or well, I guess cupcake could be. Muffins is what I was thinking. Bagels. Fritters. It could be anything. What's your go-to breakfast pastry? Donut and chocolate bread from Starbucks? It could be a pastry. Get the little dried up crumbly bits. Chocolate bread. Never once heard of chocolate bread. Oh, wow. So it's just a cake. Call it bread, but it's just cake. Is it supposed to make you feel better about eating it? Because they call it bread instead of cake? Literally just looks like cake. And they just shape it like bread. It's one of the more American things that I've seen in a while. Marketing. OG strawberry Pop-Tart with butter. Toasted? Okay, so strawberry Pop-Tart, amazing. I have them in the pantry. With butter? Okay, weird. Toasted? Nah, I like them better just straight out of the package. But toast is not bad. And then you're adding butter? What? What? Never had. Never had before. Interesting, to say the least. Butter on the plain side after toasting? Wow. I'm like looking at jobs again. I just want to cry. Hey, can I just get a job where I can just be in chat, like customer service chat? That would be like the perfect job for me. The butter soaks in a little bit. But it's like then I'll look at like data entry type jobs and stuff like that, and it's just nothing. I've applied to like all of them, and I literally haven't gotten a response from a single one. It's like I wonder if a lot of these are already filled, and it's just a technicality, like they got a list. Because I know the government used to be that way. Like the government in our shop, they would literally list jobs, but they were already filled internally. But by law, they had to list the job for outside, for possible outside filling. So dumb. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Like I said, I got something to do at 11, and then I got something to do at 12, and then I gotta start getting everything ready for my wife's Christmas party. Pop-Tart for a long time. You want one? Come on over. I got some in the pantry. Guys, have a good weekend. Don't do anything silly. Hopefully we'll be in the funded account on Monday. That'll be pretty nice. We can I don't know if I want to keep trying to scalp with that one, or I was kind of thinking maybe I'll trade one account once I get 2 funded this way, and then trade the other one more of a scalp type trading, just to, you know, have 2 different views of the market and see if I can get that way to work. But all right, I'm gonna get out of here. Appreciate y'all being here. Have a good weekend. I will see you all Monday morning. Stay safe. Buy some more accounts. Use my code. Just kidding. You don't have to do that. Well, if you do buy an account, use my code, but I'm not telling you to go buy an account just because. And I will see you guys Monday. Peace.